Berserk, a dark fantasy manga.
Hey Berserkos, so today this is kind of a different video that very few people will care about. I'm just going to be discussing my thoughts on what seems like the blatant change in direction of Berserk's art style. There's a little theory about this that was taken from an interview recently where Miura said, when you get past 50, your wisdom and experience goes up, so I want to keep going at it. On the other hand, your body becomes more frail, so don't think that you can do everything by yourself. Leave it to the guys in their 20s to power through things. Your role should be to guide them. So yeah, a lot of people think that Miura has pawned his little intern cronies on drawing the manga, whether because of this comment or just because of some obvious speculation. He does have assistants, all a part of Studio Gaga, and while this could be true, I really doubt they do more than just busy work. Miura himself most likely still draws the vast majority of his panels. I don't think he'd entrust it to anybody else. As for people thinking he switched over to digital, I do think that's true. In my opinion, it's just very apparent. But as for why, especially here recently, his style looks so drastically different, let's just take it from the beginning. Miura began Berserk with a dark, gritty style, and while this art was amazing in almost every way, it, like any other manga in its early-ish stages, was slightly flawed. I mean, no one can be perfect. Well, at least so I thought. Miura did reach perfection around the time Guts had his encounter with Slan. There was no way he could get better. No mere mortal could surpass this level of drawing ability. So yeah, he stuck with that general perfected style for a few volumes, changing only very slightly. A high fantasy European style with dark undertones. Yeah, very fitting, and basically the same as it's always been, only becoming slightly brighter and more detailed over time. And then, most of you are probably like, what the hell happened? I mean, it's still amazing, but what the hell happened? I loved the evolution of Guts' face in those prior volumes. He really became the stoic figure I always thought he would become. The pronounced jaw, the kinder eyes, and then at the same time the more ferocious, yet also more purposeful aura he admitted in times of stress and battle. He was absolutely perfect. Why change it? Okay, Miura, I think I understand. It's entirely purposeful. Bear with me. This may be an obvious conclusion to some of you, but to those that are completely baffled like I was at first, I do believe this to be the most likely reason behind his drastic style shift. When I thought of this, I looked to see if anyone else had similar ideas. There was a post or two on Reddit with similar thoughts. Some disagreed. Some just think Miura is having slight difficulty switching to the medium of digital art. Hey, maybe that's what's taking him so long to come out with the new chapter, right? Perhaps, but I do think it's deeper than that. At the point in the story that the art style was changing, the plot was making a major setting change. This land appeared to be something home to good creatures. What better to suit that than making all the characters look less real and more fantastical, more whimsical, cuter? This is a land of magic. It'd only make sense for the characters to be more cheerful looking and less dreary. Everybody looks younger, even these old farts look like kids. Okay, maybe not, but the theory still stands. They all take on these more childlike attributes. The world of Berserk is overrun with high fantasy bullshit now, so why wouldn't your eyes grow 2 times as big as they were before? Is this style shift here so he can further trick us into thinking shit is all cheery and then break our hearts again with something horrific? Maybe, but I say no. Berserk's not that kind of story. I really just think he wanted to capture the style that Elfhelm should radiate. Personally, especially after thinking this to be the reason, I really enjoy the new style. I'll bet you people 40 million, 100 billion Berserk bucks that the style takes another turn once the world goes back to normal. I mean, that makes sense, right? Just undo the tree. Just like undo it, you know? Or more realistically, when they leave Elfhelm. Now, it definitely does appear that Miura has gone at least somewhat digital, so the seemingly larger enhanced lines may not revert back to pre-Elfhelm, since that just seems like how he tackles his digital art. But I do believe the older, darker art style will somewhat return. Smaller eyes, longer faces, just overall less cutesy. Cause we're Berserk, man. Fuck cute, right? We're supposed to be badass. Gah, man, fuck you. We're men and strong women, maybe, and gah, Miura, what's up with this cutesy crap? I'm a man. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think. I'm a fucking idiot, so this shit could be the least accurate theory in the whole Berserkiverse. Okay, well, that's all on that subject. Real quick, comment your favorite character in the gang that isn't Guts. I tweeted a poll and wasn't happy with the results, so please more love for Isidro and Farnese, and a shout out to the mostly supportive reaction of Berserk, by the way. Unfortunately, it was destined from the beginning to be a crappy one-off, and therefore will never return. Causality demands it. Better unsub while you still can. Bye-bye, Berzoingos. May the God hand bless you with a fist bump.